What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Can You Blame Me Live. I am your
hmm
host, Raphael. And just in case y'all new to the show, Can You Blame Me podcast is a podcast we speak about hip hop culture, social issues, everyday life challenges. And I even have friends and family on the show, man. And I got a special treat for y'all today, man. We got an exclusive today, man. So we got my boy Umar Shepherd. Hey, he finna get into it, man. Fresh out the feds, first day out, he gonna tell his story, tell his experience. Hey, we finna get into it, man. Let's get it, man. Can you blame me podcast? Yes, sir. Yes, indeed, man. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, man. Hey, like I said, we got a special guest with us today, man. My boy Umar. What's up, my boy? What going on, man? For those who don't know, go on and introduce yourself to the people, man. Just let y'all know this is my personal player
Yeah,
partner right
man.
here, man. You know, we
Day
do
one,
we
man.
hey Uno, real Uno right here, man.
Real day
But for the
one,
people who
man.
may not be familiar with you, bro, introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, man. I'm Umar, man. Coming here telling y'all people, man. Blessed to see another day, through the hard times. Blessed to be here with family, man. Did a long bid, but it seemed like it was just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But it's the new chapter of my life, man. What's up with my man Ralph, man? What's
For
going
sure.
on, bro?
For sure, man, bro. We just glad to have you back, bro. Glad for you to be home, man. And just to give y'all a little bit of context with me and my boy, man. Shit. I moved to LaGrange, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I moved to LaGrange in '02, and I met my boy Umar through my cousin Keon, RIP, long live Keon, and
Rest
my
in
other
peace,
homeboy
man.
Junior.
Yeah,
And
man.
you know what I'm saying? That's how we met back in the day. And it was crazy because they used to always have us kind of like in a playful way though, have us like
Yeah,
doing little prank shit to make us bump head for some reason.
yeah. Compete, making us compete.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but we always had a mutual respect for each other, man. Like ever since we met, goddamn, we just clicked. You dig what I'm saying? And we man, y'all embrace me, I embrace y'all. We just kind of this. It was just I don't know, bro. It was just natural. You know what I'm saying?
The
That was the
four
crew. Me,
horsemen, man. The four horsemen, man. Like,
oh,
everywhere went, they go the
yep,
other two. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
hey, man, straight out the rip, man. Like, it wasn't it always was fam, always love, always positive. Let have a good time today, man. Let get into something that's good, man. We weren't no hot boys, so we weren't
Nah,
wanting to try to do nothing crazy. We just want to see something and have a good time.
that's
You know
all
what
it
I'm
was,
saying?
man.
That's
That's
all it
all it
was,
was.
man.
That's all it was, bro. And one thing that you know how it is, bro. You gravitate to people in different ways. Everybody had their own relationship with people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you had your relationship with my boy Junior. I got my
yeah,
relationship with him. Like everybody clicking their own way. And when
yeah,
it came
yeah.
to me and you, like I connected with you on some like when I came down there, I seen like you was like a little bit ahead of your time, a little bit, and like
Yeah, yeah.
you
And
had
we
like a little
identified, but we was the oldest though, like on the low, like we
yeah.
was the oldest though. Out the whole four, we was the oldest.
You was, and then you had a little slick little mouthpiece.
I still got it, boy. You talking about
Yeah,
smart mouth, boy. My mama always used to tell me, boy, you don't speak for yourself, nobody will. So I took that and
yeah,
ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you did.
I'm gonna speak my mind, man. It ain't gonna come. It ain't gonna never be in a disrespectful, but I'm gonna speak my mind though.
No. But see, like even when we used to go out and have and kick it, and, you know what I'm saying, go to the clubs and just mingle and stuff like that, like
Yeah,
that's how I connected with you. You was out like you was kind of like me, like you
yeah,
weren't shy,
yeah,
you were being yourself and people
yeah,
gravitated to it. And
yeah.
that was just what it was, man. We just had a good time, bro. Like you said, the four horsemen, bro. But I say this to let y'all know, bro, this a real day one right here, man. This is first time, really speaking out since the situation happened, man. My boy did 10 years, fed time, in the federal penitentiary. And for y'all who may not be that familiar with fed time is day to day, correct?
Day to day, man. They talking about 80%. Ain't no 80%, man. Feel like 90, but it really 88.5 to be exact. You only get, you know what I'm saying? You only get 40, 46 days a year, a good time off of doing a whole 12 months. So, if you got 10 of them calendars coming, boy, that's, you can see you don't get that much time. You damn near doing the whole time. You know
Nah,
what I'm
for real.
saying? I was blessed, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed, I was blessed in a way that can't nobody but be the most high. First I want to give him thanks. You know what I'm saying? Because how he did it, it took a pandemic to send me home faster than what the man said. You know what I'm saying? The man said, for my crime, I got to do date for date for my time, but I ain't kill nobody.
Right.
First time ever getting in trouble, trying to get some money, being from that environment, man, you always try to find a way to survive. So doing wrong wasn't doing wrong when you surviving.
Nah, and stop right there. I'm gonna pause you right there, bro. I'm gonna give people a little bit of background who may not be familiar with that environment you're talking about, bro. Because a lot of people be
Yeah.
sleeping on. A lot of people be sleeping on LaGrange, bro. Like LaGrange is like my second home, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm from Riverdale, Georgia, originally I'm from Clayton County, but I moved to LaGrange, and when I tell you, there's some real hustlers down there, bro.
Real
It's a
good
real
day,
hustle
man.
down there, and it's called Trout County for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's all we know the trap, man. Play ball,
Or work at a warehouse. You see what I'm saying?
work at the
And
warehouse.
yeah, and really, bro, it was just you know, and to be perfectly transparent with everybody, this is my first time really speaking about it to my boy, really in depth publicly, man. We touched on it, but we ain't never really speak on it, bro. So as
Mm-hmm.
much as you, if we touch on something that you kind of still got limitations on, because I know it's still
Definitely.
restrictions.
It definitely restriction, boy. It ain't all the
Yeah,
way. They ain't gonna let you just slide out of there and be all the way. They want to put you to the test and give you a little rope.
exactly.
You say you're gonna hang yourself. So we're not gonna touch detail for detail, but
Right,
everybody from that mindset know what it is being in that game. So
right,
it's a price to be paid in that game. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, when you grow up, there's no wrong way to do right, but you feeling like shoot, I can make right with wrong. You know what I mean? So
right. Yeah, yeah.
everybody understand that though. But when we go down, and I took the chance out and took the time out and used my time as an asset, man. People don't. We put our money and our time in the grind, but we never think about the time itself. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? With that time, it kind of like I was in school, but I was in a roughneck school. I was in a school where you always the new kid on the block or the new kid in school. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to play a position like you don't know nobody in here but yourself. So you got to keep all eyes and all guards. So you come in on a putting your guard up, but when you realize it really ain't like that, it just like being in the street. You just at close range. If you
Right,
respect every man, you mind your business, you ain't gonna have no problems.
right,
If
right.
you messy and you always in somebody's business, you always, into something, then you're gonna have that smoke come your way. You know what I'm saying? So,
So are you able to touch on exactly what they hit you with? Are you able to speak
oh
on
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, I can
So
tell what
just
they,
got yeah,
Yeah, I was sentenced to 180 months. First time of feeling it, which you don't know 180 months is that's 15 years in the in the penitentiary for a non-violent crime, for a drug
mm,
trafficking crime. And you know what I'm saying? To be exact, a drug traffic can be anytime when you got possession with drugs. You ain't never got to be actually driving to get hit with a driving charge. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be at your house if it's bagged up the wrong way. That's trafficking. You trafficking out your house. You know what I'm saying? So that charge is, are you on the road, or you sitting up in the house somewhere, or you in the warehouse, or you outside in the backyard trafficking. If you got it sealed up, hey, that's a trafficking charge, man. So I got charged with a drug trafficking. You know what I mean? So
damn.
hey,
And you had they sentenced you with 15 years.
15 years, man. It was 10 for the drugs and the firearms. It was 5 years for the firearm. That you had a license for. So if you're a licensed carrier, you don't know nothing about you getting in trouble for a gun that you got your name on. But they say
Damn.
you use your license to break a crime. So we gonna charge you another 5 for it.
So let me ask you this, bro. So like what was going through your head like the minute that, you know what I'm saying, you kind of had got put in that position and shit kind of just all started kind of clashing down. You seen your world close right before your eyes. And you know what was about to happen after that, man. What was your mindset like, bro, at that
Yeah,
moment?
that I should have listened to my gut. I should have took my gut feeling. That was in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it, I heard it, I know it. But you be so focused, bro, on making good on what you trying to do. Bigger the risk, bigger the check. So that's the mindset that then I had. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as we talk, I can tell you the difference in the mindset then and now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody say whatever you put in and what you get out, but it's how you put in and what you put in. So you know, man, like I say, bro, like it's a process, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
You can't talk your way in a new way of living. You got to live your way in a new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
you know,
Damn. So shit, after that happened, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was you scared? Was you nervous? Was you like kind of like ready for whatever type shit? Like
everything, no
all of
cap,
it.
everything, all that nervous, scared, sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You want to be brave, but you know what I'm saying? How do you be brave? You know what I'm saying? What do being brave is? You know what I mean? In this moment, you know, like, hey man, I know what I was in this for. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen this. Can't nobody say that you don't see this. You know this the life I chose. I made that decision. So when it happened, I accept that. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. It wasn't no play or nothing. That is what it is. You know. And I had someone with me. I had someone with me. You know, I don't care to speak on it because it is what it is. I took what I did. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down because I know there's no right way to do wrong. I made that
Right.
decision. You know what I'm saying? So I took I took the time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Stand up. Let me get that. Keep mouth closed. We ain't talking about nothing. Let me get that. And
Hey,
that
bro.
and that wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Taking my time and you know what I'm saying, being accountable for my decision, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know what I'm saying, be a man and accept my shortcoming that wasn't good enough for the system. The system don't care nothing about that. They want to know who else, how many others. You know what I'm saying? But I was taught as a little boy that you keep your mouth closed. You never tell on yourself, regardless of what you do, you know you do it. So that stuck with me even when I wasn't in the street. You know what I'm saying? When I had a hoop dream and I was hooping and everybody know me from playing ball. Didn't too many people know I was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the life I
Yeah.
was living. I didn't want to do it for the fame. You know what I'm saying? I did it to try to feed the fam. You know what I'm saying? Make do. You know what I'm saying? Get over that hump till I get to that hump. So, you know, if the shine start coming, you know what I'm saying? That mentality start coming when that money coming, you can't help but to shine. You can't help but stand out. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Right.
buying nice things, you
Yeah.
going nice places, you eating good, and everybody else gonna see it. So you adapt that persona, you adapt that mindset, you adapt
Yeah.
that shit. You know,
Yeah.
hey, I'm doing
You
me.
can't
Look at
help it.
me.
Yeah.
You can't
Like
help
you
it.
it, it
You gonna pop your stuff. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
gonna do that. So you
And
know,
people say it don't change you, but it don't
it do.
necessarily it can change you though, bro. You
It
know what I'm
can,
saying?
bro. Cause ain't nobody there to tell you to pump the brakes. Ain't nobody right there to tell you to slow down. Ain't nobody there to tell you that you shining too much. You know what I'm saying?
But
Everybody
think
want to be a
about
part of
but
it.
think about this. Even if I do tell you that, are you really gonna listen?
No, cause then you start thinking like,
He
who is
hating.
you? Who is you to tell me? You start looking at him sideways. So you know,
Right.
bro, like, you know, I don't have no regrets about it because that decision that I made, it made me who I am today. Cause what I do now, you know what I'm saying? How I am now, what I believe in now, you know what I'm saying? And bro, it's like I hate I had to do something wrong to find myself. I hate
Right.
I had to go do 10 years of my life to understand why I tell people every day, don't wait till you get to that road to make decisions to try to do something different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be ashamed about going the right way to get your money.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
always tell
Right.
people,
Right.
man,
Yeah.
it's a million ways to get money on the right side.
Right.
You know what
So
I'm
let
saying?
me
But
ask you this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know I rock with you, boy. You my boy.
yeah,
Let me ask you this, man. Like I said, yeah, our first time really speaking on this shit, man. So, what was your mindset like? Because the name of the episode, First Day Out. But I want to know what was going through your head on your first day in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
boy,
like,
boy, I'm talking about, boy, let me tell you, I never been a nervous person. I never had anxiety. I never been that type of person. Everybody know me, man. He been cool. You know what I'm saying? He always been laid back, always been chill. You know what I'm saying? And to go in that situation trying to still be chill and don't know what to expect, that's the biggest fear of anything. You don't know what to expect. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Is I lose my life or somebody lose theirs. You don't know what. You just hear the stories. You hear everybody else's story. Because everybody in life, I don't know not one black person that came in contact with somebody that never been incarcerated or know someone that knows someone that's incarcerated. So you hear everybody else's stories about incarceration.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But man, I still say today, I'm glad I went feds and then go state. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna do time, I'd rather go to the fed. They gonna get all their time out of me. There ain't no parole, ain't none of that. But what you gonna get? You gonna get the opportunity to meet them people with their mindsets to inspire you on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be whatever you want to be. If you was a crook going in, being in the feds, you can be a better crook. But being a businessman or a family person and learn how to appreciate the small things in life, you meet them other people like that to inspire you that have education on how to get your finance right, how to get your credit right, how to get your name right, how to you know what I'm saying, do what people are scared to take the time and do. You know what I'm saying? We want instant results. Everybody want an overnight success. Don't nobody want to grind and go through it that way. You know what I'm saying? They say that's slow. But
Right.
I rather be slow and be for sure than to be like it's fast and don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
basically, you saying you can. It's what you make out of it. You can take it and make the situation
Yeah,
and come
yeah,
in and you know,
yeah.
if you doing certain things, you can come in and you can just kind of tweak on what you did wrong, and when you get out, do it the right way, or you can
Mm,
give yourself
I
self
ain't saying that.
education.
I ain't saying that because ain't nothing new on the sun. I ain't gonna say that come out and do it a better way, but it
Okay.
just like you have so much influence and so many ties to people that on try the different ways, you know what I'm saying, in life. You know what I'm saying? People that have
Okay.
different mindsets than you know what I'm saying, come from a different background. So when you get exposed to these people, cause these like you'll be surprised that they be in the feds. It be professional people that was multi-millionaires, but they mismanaged their money. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
They never sold drugs a day in their life.
Right.
But they in
Right.
here with you. You sell drugs, they in here with you.
Right.
So I'm saying is like it be an opportunity to learn to you know what I'm saying, to get more educated and get because that's what it is. We go through life trying things, experiment, and never have the tools, you know what I'm saying? Never have the blueprint. We just go trying and hope it work. But when you
Right.
meet a man that been through it and you get to kind of like see a different route.
So
You know what
did you
I'm
spend
saying?
some time like reading and self educating
Man,
yourself in there?
I read all the time, bro. Like that's one thing I did. I worked out and I read. You know what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn, I went in without a high school diploma. I went in without a college degree. I went in with this. But do that mean I'm slow? Do that mean I'm incompetent? Do that mean I can't learn? No, they don't mean that. So let me take this time out to get all the things that I felt like wasn't important when I was trying to keep them lights on, when I was trying to keep food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I had time to get myself together on something that I never had a chance really out here to experience. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have to grow up fast and have to be the man in the house of being the oldest, it ain't time out to go through life being a child and trying to, do what childs do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I played ball so much like that because that was my free time away from the reality of you gotta be a man at home. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
my mindset being in prison to get back to that, it was like I was a grown man going in before I went in. But what
Yeah.
kind of man I'm gonna come out? What kind of man I'm gonna choose to come out?
Yeah. Real
You
shit.
know what
That
I'm saying?
real.
So that's
Damn.
what that's what hit me, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it
Damn, bro.
real. I'm gonna keep it real, man.
I see. Nah, for real. You know, and because a lot of people, man, you know, a lot of people, glorify it and try to make it seem as though, they don't want to speak on the hardships and the vulnerable moments. And, you might have had moments you might have been, on the verge of breaking down and shit. A lot of people just speak on I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did that little time I got through it. I manned up, like I toughed it
Mhm.
out. But they don't really want you to see that other side. And a lot of I feel like people need to see the the weakness. Not I don't want to say weakness, but they need to see those vulnerable moments just as much as they need to see the
Yeah,
strong moments. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. The
I
growing
appreciate
moment.
you being transparent and sharing that. You did what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
man, because I told you it's not a physical battle, it's a mental battle. You
You
have to
said
fight
that.
for you had to fight for your sanity. You had to fight for that daily. It don't just cut on and cut off. You have to go to sleep with the mentality that I'm gonna be strong minded, I'm gonna stay focused. Cause bro, I'm gonna tell you, you dealing with everybody else stuff that they brought with them, and you got your stuff as well. So you have to filter that out and put your time. That's why I say time is an aspect. What a man do with his time is determine what's gonna be in his future. You know what I'm saying? So I got more in my religion. I got around some brothers. You know what I'm saying? My belief got stronger. My faith got stronger, and I had time to find what I want to do in life for me. Stop thinking about what I got to do for everybody else. Cause that's how I always been. I always thought about how can I make somebody else life better? How can I, what I'm saying, make somebody else not feel the pain? So I miss out on my moment of my growth, my moment of what I want, my moment what I don't like or what I love. So I really spent time with myself, bro. Like I really did though. I got you get tangled with false realities of other people. Sometimes you lose focus and you get in those moments where you like I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? Bump this. You know what I'm
I'm,
saying? When I'm gonna get all this learning and all this time I'm spending with self, when I'm gonna get to use this outside in society. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't I'm looking at it like it's not a benefit while I'm in there. So you get tired. You get tired of being, what I'm saying, responsible. You get tired of being accountable. You get tired of being strong. You get tired of being everybody else example of what a man supposed to be. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So,
yeah. You
you
get
go through
tired of
that
being
moment,
everybody else's crutch.
man, you get tired of being Dr. Phil. You know what I mean? Like you
Like they
everybody
say,
else
bro, the
Dr.
strong, you know
Phil.
what I'm saying? Like the strong people need somebody to go to too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The strong people
yeah.
need people to lean on too. You know?
Yeah, so in times family, what I'm saying, I talk to family, and when I can build myself up, I go talk to family. When I know I'm going through that moment, I shut off from everybody, the whole world and everything, and I get more focused on what I'm trying to learn in this moment, what I need to see, because with this chaos, it got to be something, you know what I'm saying? So I get to myself and I cut everybody off. People go to saying I'm acting funny or I don't want to call home or think you might need or something, but it ain't about needed. It's about somebody being there when you need them to just vent to. You know what I'm saying?
That what's up, bro.
You just need to let this out. Like I'm in this cement and steel every day.
Yeah.
It's hard stuff. These elements is everything around me hard, so I gotta be hard. It's breaking you down. So you be like, man, I need a moment to just somebody reach it into me.
No, for real, for real.
But
And
then,
that's funny you said that about people reaching out and people kind of embracing, not embracing, but
yeah,
people kind of just giving you that support you may need at those vulnerable moments and no hard time, bro. And I'm gonna ask you this, Aaron, like just to be all the way real with you, bro. And this included myself when I asked you this. Was there ever times when you kind of just was by yourself and you was in that cell, bro, doing day for day, like you said, you kind of, secluded from family, friends, everybody, all your day ones. Was there ever times you felt like people that was supposed to be on your side wasn't on your side? Your
yeah, yeah.
friends, your
Hell
family.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. No
I
cap. Like,
know.
man, you be like,
Hey,
man, what?
and I
And
and I
then I'm gonna tell you another thing. It be like that. But what really make it when the guy that's right beside you doing time just like you, and he going to visit and he getting mail call and he, you know what I'm saying, he doing these things, and you be like, they start looking at you like you must was a messed up nigga out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you must have burned all kind of bridges. So you
yeah,
have to deal with that. Like, hold on, man, no. I got people that love me, but I was the provider. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, I can't expect them to shoot to do all that because I took care of people. You know what I'm saying? I did
yeah,
what I can. So it comes to the point where I still feel like, well, show me you love me in him.
yeah.
I know
And
what I
and
did. I know.
I'm gonna say that, and be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna take my hat off on this one, bro. I'm gonna be real, my nigga. It was time when I talked to you, bro. I could tell you were thinking that, bro. Even when you text me, my nigga, it was times where you know what I'm saying. You might have felt like, damn, bro. Like I understand they got stuff going on the outside, but
Yeah.
They can still kind of like, like ain't no way in the hell 6 months or 3 6 months went by. You can't just look out for your boy at all. Like, dang, I understand you got this going on, but
hey, but I ain't gonna tell you, but I stayed hustling though. Cause like
okay,
I ain't gonna sit around and wait. I'm gonna eat.
right,
I'm a big nigga, man. I can't be falling
right,
out losing weight like that. So I always had me a hustle and I had something that wasn't gonna get me in trouble. Like, bro, I
right.
always find a way to get me some money. Like I made some money in the Fed. You know, that's another thing. You make money in penitentiary. If you a hustler, you gonna see how really a hustler you gonna be when you get behind the wall, man. When them 6 months go by and you still waiting on somebody to send something when they had something come up. You know, people live life. I'm
So
out here
you
now.
saying, but you made money by working though, right? You were working,
Man, I was working and I was working. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I told you, like, I ain't gonna speak on, but I did what I did to survive, bro. Like, you
right?
know what I'm saying? And I grind. Like, I get up 4 in the morning and I hit the door. I'm going to get fruit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fruit man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
ain't no shame, no pride, but don't nobody know I'm making $200, $300 on a weekend. You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
up.
For fruit, yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm eating good. Like y'all don't understand that. Like when you making
yeah,
$200, $300 at out there.
right,
So
right.
you
You
know,
had to
so
figure it out. You had to
man,
figure it
what
out.
I had to figure it out. That became my world. Like I know how I am out here. You know what I'm saying? I know how to punch the clock. I know how to, you know what I'm saying, whatever you do. But when you in there, but they don't pay you number 7 cents an hour, man. If you got a GED, you get 26 cents an hour.
Dang.
So you got to work a whole day to see a good dollar. So
I'm gonna tell you this too, though, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, like, and I feel like, it's only so much that us on the outside world can relate to in that type of situation, bro. Like for anybody who ain't, especially people who ain't never been locked up, whether it's just on the jail or prison or like
yeah,
anybody that experienced being in the system in any type of way can kind of have a better empathize and have a better understanding. But if
yeah,
you ain't never been through that shit, on any level, you ain't gonna really understand it. And I'm
mm-mm.
saying that to say this though, bro. You know, um, a lot of times when you in that situation, like your mind cloud, it's so much going through your head, and us on the outside, it's like we don't really mean no harm. We ain't forgetting about you, but we got
No,
everyday life going on. We get so caught up in what we doing. It's like, okay, I get to it. I get to it. I get to it. But you know how that junk go, Aaron? Like the world,
yeah,
hey, the show don't
yeah,
stop. I still
yeah.
gotta pay my mortgage. I still gotta pay. I still gotta
Hey,
go to work.
bro,
I still gotta
the
do this.
bill, it ain't gonna
Yeah,
stop, man. Life
yeah.
ain't gonna stop because of
I
and
right,
I wasn't, and then that's why I say I wasn't selfish, and I never got resentment or you know what I'm saying, got bitter from that. You know what I'm saying? I pushed that all the way out. You know, when
right,
I had opportunity, whatever, when them thoughts came, I pushed
right.
that off and I go put that energy somewhere because I know, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
life is hard, man. So you know, me
right.
being from that, and I just came from that. I could never be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like being
Yeah,
selfish and not knowing that everybody got life to survive too. Cause man, you
yeah,
know, inflation steady going up when I'm in there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I understood. I really
yeah.
understood. And people that love me, I know who love me. What's up, bro? I know who love me. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's why I'm here today to say, bro, I know you love me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, nah, for real.
before I get home, boy. You know, shout out to the steak and the shrimp and the potato, boy. You know, I've been going 10 years. When I see a meal pull up, a hot meal pull up, I'm like, what is this? What Uber? What? Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, boy, hey, that's never love, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Cause see, bro, I'm the type of person, bro. I love convenience, dog. I love convenience, and that's my gift. And it's a flaw too, because I know, like I said, I have so much going on, and I know I can go to Walmart, go hit that Western Union, and it's
Yeah.
a process to send your ass some money, bro. You
Oh,
know,
what you gotta know, boy. You gotta know this and the third, the name, the
yeah,
parcel number. Boy, you better know the location.
man, it's a lot. Yeah, it's tedious, bro.
Hey, remember one time you sent it like I was out there in the world, like, yeah, you gotta go pick that up. Boy, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You started telling me like I'm sitting there like, hey, bro, it ain't came, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It ain't done.
Yeah, you
For
crazy.
real.
I know that was my yeah,
Man, bro. I
but
remember that though. Yeah,
but yeah, man, like what I'm saying, like I and I
hey,
and I
hey, hold on one sec. I just had a visit, man. My bro, you know, he just came home a month ago, though. You
oh,
know.
what's up, bro? What's
What's
going
up? What
on?
up, bro?
Oh, what's
Yeah,
up,
man.
nigga?
Cool, man. Val, man. You
What's up,
already know
Pooh?
what
I ain't know
it
that
is.
was Pooh, man.
Uh,
Hey, quick story about Pooh,
Prince,
y'all.
I ain't gonna hold up little video. You already know.
Oh yeah, what's up, Pooh? I ain't know that was Pooh, bro.
Huh?
I didn't know that was Pooh, man.
Yeah, that Pooh, man, baby brother, man. You know, so
Man,
you know,
man, Pooh and hell. I remember when Junior stayed on Bell Street, bro. We were rapping.
man,
We were rapping at Junior house one day, bro.
yeah,
And this dude named Lil C was in there rapping.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Pooh just came in. Aaron, Pooh just came in there with the sheets. It's out of
Yeah,
That
just
be a
out of nowhere.
freestyle,
Yeah. Just
yeah.
took the whole little show
Yeah,
over.
I'm
Yeah.
It
seeing
took
that.
over.
Great.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm from such and such, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, just came in on that rah-rah like, yo, man,
Yeah.
tell him.
Man, hey, I'm glad. Hey, bro, welcome home, bro. I'm glad to see you, man. Yeah, I'm here chopping it up, man. That what's up,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
But,
Yeah, man.
but
You know,
yeah, man.
I had to,
Sometimes, we kind of get so spoiled in what's going on out here. We lose ourselves sometimes, bro. You dig what I'm
oh yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
why as soon as you came home, though, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you came home, I was like, you know what? Let me got down look out. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you was going through your stuff on the inside, but trust me, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Everybody was going,
Everybody got trial, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, boy, no test, no testimony, man. Like,
that's
like
right. That's
you
right.
got everybody got their own path and go through life. So you know when you got them trials, boy, you just gotta stay down and keep that faith. Whatever your faith is, I hope it's the right faith, because we look for other things for relief and wonder why we ain't getting no relief. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
we don't be understanding, like, you know what I'm saying, who our Lord is, man. You know, who did this? Who
Right.
gave us substance today? You know what I'm saying? Who woke us up? You know what I mean? So, not to be preaching to nobody or being on no religious stuff, but that was the main thing that kept me grounded, kept me solid. Knowing who made me. You know what I'm saying? He made me strong enough to go through this. Yeah, I made the mistake, but he gonna help me get through this. So, I stayed in there and I stayed down, I bunkered down, bro. Like, I didn't get distracted. Like, I had a lot of distraction come, but I didn't get distracted on the main goal, man. The main focus was, man, come out of here, you know what I'm saying, stronger, better.
And they
You know
say
what I'm saying?
you measure a man by his adversity, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts. Big
you know,
facts.
and I also want to ask you this, bro. Like, how in the hell you was able to kind of stay relevant with time in there, man? Because
It called Samsung. It called Samsung, LG, iPhone, all that. Yeah, flip phone. I had all that. Like, you ain't gonna keep me away from what's going on and put me back in what's going on and have me lost. I refuse to be lost like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I use, social media as a way to still look from the inside out and see and be able to, I'm not out there and I know it moving fast, but I can kind of like really just judge what's going on. So
yeah.
it would really kept me like grounded. Like, I stayed cross-referencing. I stayed on YouTube. I stayed on Google, bro. I took time. When we first started talking, time is an asset when a man uses it the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It says in my belief, man, surely man they lost. If he knew what time was, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we really would take time serious, bro, we will understand that it don't wait for nobody. So you have to take it. You got to take it and you got to use it wisely, man.
No, that's real. That's a real definition of do your time, don't let your time do you. I know people say that, but that's a real thing. You
That's
dig what I'm
dope.
saying?
Yeah.
Time is worth more than money, bro.
Facts.
You know,
if you ain't got enough time to spend it or you ain't got enough time to make it, it don't mean nothing.
Nah, for real. But I was like, bro, you were so like just keeping current with what was going on. Because even when I talked to you, just the words, the lingo, just I don't know, bro. You didn't really.
And another thing too, not only that, but people that was coming in, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You from Riverdale. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 days down the road, somebody from Riverdale may come on the train on the bus. He just came in on Seltzer-Rimmer.
Okay.
So you get the politicking with him and talking up with him, it kind of like ooze on you. It keep you what's going on.
I feel
all hoods the same. It's just different area code, man. Like same stuff going in your hood, going on everybody's hood. Ain't no different. Ain't no city different. It's that everybody doing their own thing. So you catch them coming in, and then when you talking to people that's already out, it kind of like
that was like your news update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how our people on Facebook, they put all their business on.
Right.
So you gonna know what Blase doing, because Blase Gonna tell you what they doing.
Right. And I'm gonna ask you this too, bro, because I got a couple. Even if they don't tune in, I'm gonna share this with them. A couple of my little young partners, and one in particular,
Yeah.
bro. Like, which if you should know firsthand. You know firsthand what making certain decisions come with. So if anybody get a hold to this, bro, especially the younger generation, the youth, and they thinking about going that direction if they don't have to, what would you say to them, bro? You know what I'm saying? And with you just doing 10 years fed time, what would you say to the young kids that just doing it because for clout, looking cool, or just because it's a thing to do?
But being cool and being broke and being dumb is not the move. That would leave you there. It lead you to jail and lead you to prison and lead you to death. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right to be in your books. It's all right to be the smartest person in the class. It's all right. Because if you look at all the people that's the most wealthy people in the world, or the people that was talked about and zoned and was the smart kids. You know what I'm saying? So I tell everybody, man, ain't no right way to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's no excuse to do one thing and think you're gonna get the same results. Like, that's insane. Like, come on, man. Like, okay, what you good at? You know what I'm saying? You ask a young person what they good at, and you teach them how to maximize what they good at for what is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music it influence our youngsters. It's telling them, like, you know what I'm saying, you can be like this and be a gangster. It's cool to be a gangster and don't get no education. Like, it's cool for you to run around with a Draco and be ready to be on site. Like, you ain't got to prove you gangster to be gangster. You be gangster in your heart and not your mind. Your mind, that's a whole different damn ball game. Like, I tell youngsters, like, think what is right. You know what I'm saying? Do what is right. It's all right to be cool like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to make the right decision. Like, don't let nobody dictate your decision on popularity or being popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't the most popular person in school. I was myself, and I'm still myself, because that's what I know. Just be true to myself. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then oh well, I know to get away from you.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody different, man.
So just another thing too, bro. Like, without sharing too much, like, would you say um was you treated fairly in there? Do they treat the inmates fairly in there, bro? Or is it
Oh
times
no,
where
boy, they break you down, man. They break you down to the point where they try to break you mentally down. You know what I'm saying? They put us in a cage, and they make all us dress alike. They make all us go to eat at the same time. They make us lay down and go to sleep at the same time. They tell us what to do. So you never treated fairly, because it says in the Constitution that you can get treated like a slave if you incarcerated. So that mindset of the system, like, okay, you made a crime and you got to do the time, but it's our job to enforce the punishment while you do the time. That's the mindset of the ones that be over you. They think they part of the punishment, and that's a job. That's a career you chose, but ain't all of them like that. You find the ones that was like, come from where you from, but they were smart enough not to do no crime. They went on to school or got a job and stayed out of the way, but they can identify. You know, the ones that you can identify with that comes from the projects, that come from the hood, that come from the block, but they wasn't into foolishness. They weren't gonna do no hot boy stuff, but they ain't had the courage to go sell drugs. Or some of them probably just looked at drugs like, no, I'm not gonna sell no drugs to get no money. So you meet them kind of, but the majority of the ones, they ex-military, they ex-law enforcement. So they mindset is, if you breaking the law, you's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? But we look at the world now, you see 5 blue collar dudes breaking the law, and they frauding people, and they taking money from people, or you know what I'm saying, they doing this thing, and they end up right beside us. So now that was your partner that had a job, but he made a decision. Now he on the same side of us. You ain't gonna treat him the same way you treat me.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's no better between I sell drugs and you fraud somebody. Wrong is wrong. You know
right.
what I'm saying? That's how the mindset of the system be. But I didn't never let them treat me for what I did. Like, they go to run my name and they see, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody on my case, it's me. I did mine. And you see what kind I do, but they try to read a jacket to see what kind of dude you is. I ain't got no jacket. I ain't never got in no trouble. You ain't gonna read nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? So they try to see, can they call it challenge the inmate. You know what I'm saying? Challenge him today. So in a way of doing it, it be messed up, man. Like they be trying to break you down because they insecure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They really
Yeah.
want to be out there shine. They want the money and all that, but they ain't had the guts to go do it. So they
And
resent
you
too. They
and you
resent too.
right. And you had told me, you had also shared with me, bro, like the schedule that y'all was on, it's hard sometimes to kind of break free because you on the same schedule 10 years.
Yeah,
And when you get reacclimated to society, you still kind of in your head on that schedule. That's why you were saying to me, I'm going into the trauma part of it now. Like
yeah, yeah.
give an example, like give the people the example that you gave me as far as like your time schedule, like how you still trying to break loose of that of just being like everything
Routine.
just
Everything
yeah.
on routine. You going, you moving fast. Like, like they give you 5 minutes to move, 5 minutes to move, and everything you do is fast. You got 5 minutes to eat, or you got 5 minutes to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Like to make the commissary. So you become adapt to doing everything fast because you ain't got enough time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got enough time to get everything done. So you find yourself running, trying to get everything together. But if you settle down and you prioritize yourself and put yourself on a schedule, you know what I'm saying? Like when you do it in prison, they say you institutionalized. But when
Yeah.
you productive out here in the world, they say you're a productive citizen. You know what I'm saying? You got a routine. So you have to break away from that mindset. Like I ain't institutionalized by no bit, but I'm gonna put myself in order, and I'm gonna plan it out and schedule it out just like I was in the world. So I had the mindset like every day, bro, I get up, I go to work. If I get out of work, I go work out. If I work out, I hit this, you know what I'm saying? I hit the unit, and I had something to do 7 days a week. For every time they got us out before they lock us down, like I had something to do. Like I
You
kept
always had
myself.
something to do.
Man, I
Yeah.
always had something to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my downtime, I talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I get on the
Yeah.
phone and I
Yeah.
holler at family and say, hey, man, y'all see how I'm looking? I'm all right.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, bro, it's a blessing to be home, man. It's a blessing.
So so like, bro, were there times where like, cause you shared this with me before, bro. Like, how was it with on times? Were there times you were literally on the verge of breaking down though? Like, like did it was like a little bit overwhelming for you? You almost lost your mind, bro. Like you almost literally like broke down.
No, because I was always positive, even in the midst of the bull. You know what I'm saying? Like I always was strong minded. Like I always could look at a situation, even when I was a child. Like I always looked at like it's some good gonna come from somewhere. I just gotta wait for it. You know what I'm saying? So when I was
Yeah.
in there, I refused that. I told her, even though it was a battle mentally, I'm not losing that battle because I stayed focused. Like man, this is temporary. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is keep waking up a day. You know what I'm saying? Every day now is another day close to home. And I kept that mindset, bro.
Man. Yeah.
I get today like I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my mindset. Like I can be going home tomorrow. So let
Yeah.
me prepare myself for tomorrow. So when I came home, first day I came home, bro, I took the little money that I saved and started me a credit line. Like people don't understand that. Like first day home, people want to go buy clothes, buy a ball to celebrate, do that. No, what I did was them people put me on house arrest. So I got online and started me a line.
But hold on, Aaron, hold on. Cause see, you doing yourself a disservice, but now we gonna before you even get out to the getting out part, we gonna talk about the challenges you went through. Like every day down is one more day close to home. Can you
Yeah,
speak on that one day down turned into just when you woke up one morning? Okay, now I'm 5 more years on top of that one day. Can you speak
yeah,
on that yet? Like
yeah.
break.
I never. Hey, every time somebody asked me when I was coming home, I always gave them time like I'm coming home soon. Like I never thought about that out date. Like I seen that out date one time and I put that shit in my property, man. I never looked at it no more. Because I knew that what that man said I'm gonna do. But man, I got faith, man. I ain't tripping on that, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like my brothers, you know what I'm saying, when they was focused and they were able to catch them, they always told me, "Well, you coming up out of there, bro. You coming up out of there." Like, you hear that, but then you keep it, you lock on to it, you be like, yeah, he right.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He
right.
right. I'm coming home. You know what I'm saying? Let me get myself ready. So when I come home, I ain't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? So it always was a moment where I never lost focus on coming home, man. Even when it looked like I wasn't coming home.
And
You know what I'm saying?
and specifically for the people who what I'm saying like never experienced it before. My boy, was like within like a year of coming home, right? And you know, my homeboy hit me up and was like, man, you know, just imagine if you plan on coming home in 2022 and you within like a year, 10 years of your sentence within coming home, and then you wake up one morning and you find out 2022 being pushed to 2027.
That happened to me.
That's
That
why I
happened to
brought
me.
it up.
That
They need to
happened to
know
me.
about that. They need to know about that, bro.
That happened to me. Like, that's what I told you, like me taking my lick. You know how they say take your lick. You know what I'm saying? Me taking my responsibility and owning up to the decision I made wasn't good enough for the system. You know, after they sentenced me to like what the original sentence would have been supposed to be 9 years, first offender, drug sentence, ain't got a valid crime. Okay, we're gonna sentence you to guidelines. 87 to 108. He said, I'm gonna give you 108 months, which is the high end of the guidelines. See, that's why people be don't understanding that you can get a lawyer or you can get a public defender. But that sentencing guideline going to trump you in there so that he ain't doing nothing but representing you to see what part of the guidelines you might get. So you spend $20,000 to get 6 more months taken off. Why? Why blow $50,000 just to get 1 year less of the time that you gonna that it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I
So
ain't know that. So a lawyer really don't make a difference in that
they
situation.
really don't make a difference. Yeah, in the state, it works in the state when it comes to them lawyers and they have ties with the system and they do favors and stuff, but not in them fair don't care nothing about no money. Either you gonna tell or you gonna do your time. You know what I'm saying? One of or the other. You gonna tell out or you gonna do your time and come on the right way. So I made my decision day one when them folks said, "Hey, come here, I'm gonna go do that time, man." You know what I'm saying? I called my brother. To the day I called my brother, it was my mama's birthday when I got locked up. That's the craziest thing about it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, but I wasn't planning on getting took away on my mom's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I can't call my mom. I call my brother. You know what I'm saying? Call my brother to tell him, don't tell mom, the Fed got me. Big bro gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So
the day you found out about the additional time, like, did you have a moment where you know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, did you have a moment, bro? You had to have something like,
I had a moment that I damn near snapped. Like, boy, like I'm talking about like for real, bro. Like I wasn't trying to hear nothing. Like I had a rage in me because I was like, you mean to tell me this ain't enough? You know what I'm saying? Like 9 years, 10 years ain't enough out of man's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I did what I'm supposed to do, took my route and did that. You know what I'm saying? Didn't play with y'all folk, got out y'all way. You know what I mean? But that wasn't good enough because I didn't tell, because I didn't include
right,
nobody else in it. You know what I'm saying? It's more punishment. You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
you can be a coward and you can be weak-minded and fall for the system and be like, yeah, I helped you. But people don't understand when they tell, you gonna get that time anyway. They just make you think you gonna get some lesser time. So
you a
you
pawn, you a
sell your
pawn,
soul. You a
you a,
pawn. You sell your
yeah,
soul to mess up somebody else. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Why mess up another man? Like, that's like we running and they catch me and you in the bush and I say, come on out, bro. Man, that don't work like that. You go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
yeah,
mean? One of them got to go. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But unfortunately, in the situation, the person I did with, they wasn't built like me. They wasn't cut like me because I didn't know that the whole time this man is, you know what I'm saying? He working for the folks right beside me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that he already had turned evidence on me. He already had told. So if I would have made that decision and tried to play or tried to do anything else but what I did, it would have been worse.
right.
It would have been
Damn.
worse, bro. It would have been
So,
worse.
so how long did it get you to kind of get past that mentally? Once you figured out you may be doing a couple more, well, not a couple, but 5 years to be exact. How long did it take you to kind of get
Man, you go through what they call pretrial. So in the process, they don't just give you that. You know what I'm saying? It takes 6 months to get a parameter and doing that. Even if you plead out, if you plead guilty and cop out or whatever, it's still a process. You have to go to court and say you're not guilty when you already ready to say you guilty.
God dang,
Yeah, man. So it's something, bro. It like we
damn.
ain't gonna be able to have a whole interview to do that, bro. Like
Nah,
you
nah, that's why I
like
already
like
know, bro.
like
So
to
that's
tell
what
you, like to really tell you, bro, like that is not what people think it is. So I advise young, old, or whatever, stay away from that system. Don't
yeah.
get caught up in it, man, because you ain't gotta go do this time to learn what I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, for real. For real. So we're gonna fast forward though, bro. So like
Yeah.
when you got the news that, you know what I'm saying, you was partying or what, matter of fact, yeah, tell people about the part, about the good news side. Like when you started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, how,
But
like, where
like,
was you at? Like, just
I
walk
was,
us through that, bro.
man, listen, during the process, it already, you know, God, a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know, I get him, I ain't get affected by this pandemic, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the COVID-19, you know, for the ones that lost people, man, you know, I send my condolences and I send, you know, a moment of peace. But, you know, like, you know, how it been messing with me, because if it wasn't from that pandemic, I wouldn't be home now. You know, I told you, like, they added more time. Like, that's why I won't be specific and go into detail, but I would still be in prison right now if it wasn't for the COVID-19 release. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would send me home early. You know what I'm saying? Like, me not being in trouble no time in my life, first time offender for a drug charge, non-violent, doing 60% of my time and staying out the way, it granted me that relief, what they call the CARES Act. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even prepared for that. I was being prepared to go to what they say a transfer, a close to home, near home release. You know what I'm saying? They call near home release within 5 years of your sentence. Like, that in the feds, 5 years is like near release now. That's re-entry, 5 years. So, you know, you like 5 years, man, that's 60 months. Like, that ain't near home. Like, that's still a bid, you know what I mean? But the system be like, yeah, we're gonna send you close to home 5 years or less now. So I was like, I'm way in Louisiana at the time. So I'm in Oakdale. That's over 1,000 miles away from Georgia. So I'm like, it's time for me to get back close to Georgia. Like, you know, I done paid my dues and did my time way out here. It's time for me to be back close to home. So when I go in the office, it's time for my transfer. So I'm talking to my counselor about, hey, you put my transfer in. I've been here. You know what I'm saying? I've been out the way. And she tell me, due to the pandemic, we ain't doing no movement. So that was another letdown. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what? You know, you just told me if I do 18 months here for getting caught with the phone in the last spot, I can move and get back close to home. So I'm looking for this. And to get shut down like that, bro, it was like, at that moment right there, something happened. You know what I'm saying? I went straight to my room and I got on my knees.
Dang. Yeah, for sure, for
Hey,
sure. And then, you know, shortly after that, you know, everything came to fruition. You know what I mean? It was like a blessing in
within
disguise.
2 weeks, but within not even a whole week, after I went in the office and talked to that lady, I was asleep one day. I had went to work. It was raining. I came back to the dorm. And, you know, at this time, the pandemic going on, so I'm the only one being able to leave because I work in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking and I'm feeding the pound. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the skills that I was taught from a little bit of city LaGrange. My grandma, you know what I'm saying, taught me how to cook. So, you know, that was one of my survival things. So,
Yeah, you
you
knew
know,
how to cook, nigga.
it gave me some moves because I'm good with making people know how to eat. So they pulled me up out of there. So, you know, I had the time not to sit down and really just think about getting denied this time. So I go back to work. I'm tired. I come back. The lady called me in the office. She said, Shepherd, I need you to sign this paper. I said, I ain't signed no paper. Last time I signed the paper was a long bid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling her, like for real, I ain't signed no paper. What you want me to sign? She was like, no, them your release paper. And I stopped. Release paper. I was like, no disrespect, but don't play with me, man. I've been going a long time. You know what I'm saying? This the 10 year.
Right,
This
right,
the 10
right,
year. Like,
right.
and she said, well, you want to go home to? This I ain't playing. This for real. She say, due to the pandemic, the Attorney General, William Barr, and the President Donald Trump have signed a bill called the CARES Act. The CARES Act, Second Chance Act. You know what I'm saying? The bipartisan bill that they passed. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, your name came up as to be the threat assessment to see that is it determined is you able to go home because you won't commit the same crime no more, you will be a modest sentence, or you have the chance of making the same mistake and we got to keep you a little longer. You know, that's what it was. So she said my name came up and she said, soon we do the paperwork because it's our job to protect you from the pandemic. Because, you know, a lot of people lost their life in there. Before the world even knew what COVID-19 was, people were losing their life in that jail cell and people were saying that they had the flu or they had underlying condition. But you know, they don't understand that I seen COVID-19 at its rawest form before the world got exposed to it and millions started losing their life. You know what I'm saying? To see somebody that you used to play chess with or just watch CNN news with he dead tomorrow because he had a bad cough and he went in his cell on a lockdown and you didn't see him come out the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing to not catch COVID, you know what I'm saying, and stay, because I always been a solo dude, stay out to myself, you know what I mean? I don't really be around too many people. So me being like that, it kind of get, I was already social distancing. Social distancing, you know what I'm saying? So
for real.
To know that COVID-19 sent me home, man, and that wasn't nobody but the Most High.
Man.
That wasn't nobody but, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. That's a blessing, bro. That was a blessing, man. And last, we gonna get into it. We at the end of it, bro, because the name of the episode is called "First Day Out the Fed." So you know, you done got the letter, not the letter, but you done got the notification from the lady saying you finna get out. Fast forward us to your first day out, bro. What was your first day out like?
First day out,
almost a year ago.
My wife coming to get me. You know, in the pandemic though, before they let me home, I had to go do quarantine. Like that was mandatory. That was mandatory by, you know what I'm saying, Washington D.C. That everybody that get released had to go do quarantine. But what happened was my quarantine went from 14 days to 45 days because at the time it was only a 14-day quarantine. Then when the numbers started spreading, they pushed it to 21 days. So my 21 day of me being released got bumped back. I was supposed to come home May 22nd. 4 days before, you know, the day I was born.
Yeah, I remember that.
That process of waiting, like I still didn't believe because I ain't went nowhere. You said this is me to release. Like you said, it's my release paper. Like y'all still holding on to me. Like hold on now, what's going on?
Right.
So there go that anxiety coming back in, faith kind of, you know what I'm saying, wavering, and you know what I'm saying. So when I knew when they came and gave me the COVID test. You know, that, hey, if nobody had one yet, boy, that thing hurt, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That thing hurt, boy. Like, I'm talking right up there, like, he trying to pull your brain out. So,
but Aaron, but at that moment, I bet you, any other time you would pick a COVID test, I bet right then you wouldn't mind. You was happy here to take that test.
First one at the door, like, come on, let me get me. Like, whatever. Because matter of fact, I was going to the shower. Like, I was going to get my shower in because they give you, like, you know, a certain time to move to go take a shower. So I had my stuff going to the shower, and the lady was like, you want to go home, you can't take this test, man. I dropped everything right there because, you know, like I take a shower, I get home, like we ain't tripping, like, you know, I've been in the trenches anyway, nigga, same clothes before they, you know what I'm saying, taking a wash out, so nigga, hey, let me get these tests out of the way, man.
Right. For
so,
sure.
You know, I hurry up and got that test, and then when I knew it was real, so, you know, I got on the phone and you know what I'm saying, and told wife, like, she was like, I'm already down here. I'm like, what? She already down here, like, you know what I'm saying? My brother Junior, he was like, when he found out, like, I ain't tell nobody but Junior, my mama, and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tell nobody. So Junior was already trying to get me a plane ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you ain't got to do none of that. I'm gonna get you a plane ticket. Pick you up from the airport and it ain't gonna be on from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but wife was already down there before the plane ticket could be purchased. So you know what I mean?
Nah, for real. And on that, shout out to the Money Team. Y'all make sure y'all shop at the Money Team outlet.
Team, man. Yeah, man. Money Team,
man. Yeah, for real. Nah, for real, man. And you know, bro, how long you been since you been out? About like 8 months now.
I came home June 17th, bro. So you know,
about 9.
June 17th, right
9 months.
9 months now, 3 months away.
3 months away.
A whole year.
A whole year.
And it don't seem like it seemed like I just came home yesterday. Like it seemed like, because I told you, with the time way fast out here. So you ain't got time to play with it. Like it gonna keep moving. So you know, first day out, like we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna tell, you know what I'm saying, tell the world what I did my first day out. You know what I'm saying. So that was the first part of my day, but that ain't the first day. You know what I'm saying. Like it's a lot that happened in them 24 hours of me coming home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So you know,
I understand.
I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give them everything.
Yeah, we gonna have a part. We gonna have a follow up. We gonna have a follow up, man.
Right here, man. I can talk for days about what I've been through. So you know,
you can't.
They gotta. I'm ready to tell them though, bro, because you know.
But we gonna say I will say this, bro. Like you said, you made the most of your time. Cause from the first day you got out to now, bro.
Hey, check this out though. You know who this is right now? They brought right here, Junior. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Junior, you live on the Can You Blame Me podcast. Turn it to the camera, bro.
What's up, bro?
Hey, you done called in the middle of the interview, so you on the interview.
Show Junior to the camera, man.
No, he ain't on
He ain't on the camera.
No, he
okay.
Say what's up, bro? Day one.
What's up? What's up, bro? What's going on,
Yeah,
Hey, man, we live on the Can You Blame Me podcast, first day out the feds with your boy E, man.
Say what now?
He said, he doing a podcast, can you blame him, man? First day out, man, with your boy E, man. Umar Shepherd, man, letting the world know. So we was just talking about you not too long ago, man. And you called. Yeah, man. We've been around for a minute now, boy. I look at the time like, boy, we've been on for a whole hour already, man.
Already. And we finna wrap it up, Aaron, but I want the people to know this, bro.
Yeah, man. Straight up, man. Shout out to the money team.
Shout out to the money team, man. For real. Hey, Junior, tell Junior to let the people know why he on the phone, how they can get in contact with the money team.
Hey, if you want to send that pitch right now, how to get in contact with the money team to get all merchandise, man, ladies, kids, men's, whatever, accessories and all that, man. Shout it out real quick, Junior. Tell them how to get in contact with. You already know calling my God.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit them up on Facebook. The Money Team outlet up on Facebook, man. Money Team outlet on Facebook. They on vacation right now. They in Peru somewhere.
Yeah, straight up, no cap. Episode 2, man. Right, go ahead and put that picture in for bro and so, man. Tell them how to get in contact.
I got all that, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow them on Facebook. Money Team outlet, man. They got everything. They got.
I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna hit you back, all right?
All right, love you too, bro.
Yeah, y'all shot with them. But Aaron, before we get up out of here, I gotta let these folks know the happy ending, bro. Man, from the first day you got out to now, bro, tell these folks what all you done accomplished in that short amount of time, bro. Matter of fact, where you reporting from now? Where you at right now?
Right now, I'm reporting from Columbus, Georgia, by way of Atlanta, Georgia.
You at your spot, though, bro.
I'm in my spot, yeah, like 20-some days home. Like, I didn't play with them folk. Like, they wasn't gonna let me go to nobody's house but my mom's house. So I couldn't even get my own spot when I was in prison. So when I came home, 20-some days later, man, I went on and got me a job, got me a crib, got my own spot, 31 days later, bought me a Dodge Challenger, I'm pushing the Challenger through traffic, So, it ain't that stop though, man, ain't that stop, man. I gotta be in the ladies, the flies, time away from no man, Don't that come to a sleep, man, but a dream. So I ain't got time to be sleep, bro.
Ain't got time. Hey, we gonna leave it at that, man. Can you blame me podcast? Hey, Pooh, tell Pooh come to the camera one more time, bro.
Hey, holla at my bro Pooh, man, my baby bro, man.
Hey, Pooh, we gotta do your story next, bro. We gotta do your story next, big dog.
Oh yeah,
for real.
Podcast, we spinning back around.
Y'all, for real, man. Hey, E, man, I appreciate you coming on, my boy. Hey, it was good, man, bro. I'm glad people need to hear this bit, dog. So, on that note, man.
Spin around. My podcast coming back.
Hold on, where you at, bro?
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, we already stuck on it until it free shot you. It took a picture of it. You put them on there, right?
We wrapping it up, bro. I appreciate you coming on. We're going to do a part 2, and then when you get everything taken care of, you definitely know you're coming to the studio.
Man, definitely got to be in the studio, man. Where that? In the A, man. I'm trying to be there all day, man.
I got a
story to tell about the A too. I got some 8 years invested in there. You know what I mean?
Auntie need all those feel what?
That story for days, man.
Yeah.
You feel y'all all over there.
Straight up, bro.
For real, straight up.
Count Creek, Washington Road.
All that, man. Hey, man, that was my boy E. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. That was the Can You Blame Me exclusive. Can You Blame Me live. On that note, we finna get up out of here, man. Can You Blame Me podcast, man. Can You Blame Me live. We here. It ain't just a podcast, it's a brand, man. We gone, bro. Yes, sir.